You've built an Excel template to save time and reduce errors, but explaining how to use it is starting to take just as long. Normally, I'd write a how-to document complete with screenshots or record a separate video, but that's super tedious. Instead, I'll record the process with Scribe as I use the template, and in a few clicks, turn it into a guide that others can follow without needing me. I've partnered with Scribe on this video. There's a link in the description and pinned comment if you'd like to try it out. I've got the Scribe desktop app open. This lets me capture everything I do on screen while I use Excel without any extra setup. Click on Start Capture, choose the screen you want to capture, which is my Excel invoice here. And then I simply use the template like I normally would, starting by clearing the invoice, and then select a customer, add in your products. As you record steps, the live Scribe preview pane documents them. This is a key part. I'm not writing anything, I'm not taking screenshots, it's capturing everything for me as I go, which makes creating a Scribe 15 times faster than manually pasting screenshots into a Word document. At this point, I've entered one product. I'm going to pause Scribe capturing, enter the rest because it's pretty self-explanatory. That's my items entered. I'm going to resume recording now because I want to show the user how to add a new row, and that is simply to select the last cell in the table and press Tab. They can enter in another item and any relevant notes. That's my invoice ready. Now I can record it and then go to the tracker sheet to see that it's been added. Here I can also manage the payment status, checking any boxes for invoices that are paid. And that's it. Click the check mark to stop the recording. This opens the Scribe editor where I can quickly tidy it up before sharing it with my team. AI has added a title and description. I can click in here and make edits as required. It looks like it's done a pretty good job, so I'm going to leave it as is. And then we have the screenshots, complete with annotations of where to click. I can make visual adjustments, zooming in further on the screenshot, and left-clicking and dragging to pan. We can also manage steps. So for example, I've got the clear invoice step again, so I can delete that. Edit the descriptions. So this should say a new invoice number is automatically added, and Control Enter to complete. You can also left-click and drag to rearrange the order of steps. Click on the edit image to annotate, redact, crop, replace the image with something else, or download it. If you have multiple steps that you want to delete, you can check the box here to select them. And then you get this new toolbar where I can rearrange the order, duplicate, combine steps, copy them, or delete them. I want to delete these two steps because they're essentially the same. You can also collaborate on Scribes with your team, leaving comments for co-workers to respond to, or even allow them to update it as the process evolves, saving you having to redo it again and again. Another option is to have AI review your workflow and suggest improvements. It'll highlight things like organization, quick wins, or potential errors. However, it's not fully aware of the functionality you might already have built in. For example, here it's suggesting to enable data validation and error prevention rules. Well, I already have data validation built in, so I could delete that suggestion. I can also save ones that might be worthwhile and get it to show me how. Now, once you're happy with your Scribe, check the Done Editing button, and then go ahead and share it with your team. Add emails for those you want to share it with, and then choose the viewing mode, scroll, movie, or slides. Those you share it with will receive an email where they can log in and see the Scribe. Or with Embed, you can showcase your Scribes within other tools like Teams, SharePoint, document hubs, websites, etc. With Share and Embed, any changes you make to the Scribe will flow through without the need to reshare it, which makes keeping procedures up to date super easy. Alternatively, you can export it as a static PDF, HTML file, or even as a Word document. So instead of explaining this over and over, I can just send the Scribe once and know they'll follow the exact same steps. In this video, I use the desktop app to capture Excel, but Scribe also works in your browser or mobile, depending on what you're documenting. And with Scribe Pages, you can organize multiple guides alongside supporting content like videos and documents, creating a single place for everything related to that workflow. And on your homepage, you'll find your pages and any individual Scribes, which you can organize into folders to make them easy to find. You can also track the use of the Scribe. Opening it up, we've got this Analytics tab here We can go in and see total views and completions. You can actually see if people are using the guide and where they might be getting stuck. If you're using this in a team, Scribe can become a central place for documenting processes with enterprise-grade security and admin controls. And in terms of impact, users report saving around 35 hours per person each month, with fewer mistakes overall. I spend a lot of time creating how-to guides and explaining the same steps again and again, but with Scribe, I can just do the task once and it's documented for me. If you're sharing Excel templates or processes with others, this makes it much easier to get people using them correctly. There's a link in the description if you want to try it. Over 5 million people are already using Scribe, and you can get even more features with Scribe Pro. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.